I do like and appreciate the current wave of creatives from the Gulf. The way they design, the way they express their work, the way they write, and it makes me have faith that we have many talents in GCC that makes us so proud. And makes us also tend to capitalize on our talents and invest in them. Photography and photographs are an important element of culture, of documentation, of our lives. Recently, we've been communicating through images when it comes to social media. A long time ago, when the instant pictures, the Polaroid went out, it went viral as well because people wanted to share their special moments. Pictures are kind of, how you document your life, your lifetime, and how you document the lifetime of people you care of, or events that are crucial and important for you as a human, or for the nation, or for the entity, or whatever it is. So I believe that for us to look into photography and to look into pictures from a cultural perspective, we're talking about a very broader kind of interest. There are the foundations that supports that when it comes to what we have as competitions. Sheikh Hamdan bin Hamad bin Rashid Award, HIPA. This is an award that also acknowledges photography. You're having a great exhibition at the Louvre, Abu Dhabi. That exhibition also showcases the history of the first photographs ever taken in history. And I feel from the sense, from a historical perspective, to the events that are happening in the UAE, you feel that there's this appreciation when it comes to photos, and also what we can see in certain projects that I feel so dear to personally my heart. There was a project called Lest We Forget that was supported by the Salam bint Hamdan Foundation. That's a project that started with you sharing images of your family, and images of your parents, and there were this kind of I'm not going to say fear, but questioning, will Emiratis share pictures of their families and have them in an exhibition? The result was phenomenal. There were many images that were shared, and many stories behind those images. So that by itself is also showing you that we are in a time right now where 15 years ago pictures were private pictures. Now that you can see them in exhibitions. Also, we feel very much rooted to a very special picture that was taken by Ramesh Shukla, the photographer who took the image of the inception of the UAE when they raised the flag in Jumeirah, where is the location of Ittihad Museum. That image resonates with everyone. And that image was taken by a photographer who has his exhibition, a new exhibition now, even in the Ittihad Museum. So, I cannot stop, talking about the importance of pictures from an individual level to a nation level, and that by itself is a spirit of a nation, is a spirit of a history, of a story that you want to also share with everyone. The ministry's work is how can we enable the sector, the creative and cultural sector, and how can we also be present and understand what kind of support is required. Amazingly, photography is supported by many competitions that are happening, by also a photography art studio and in Manar in Abu Dhabi that offers a range of workshops and allows photographers to exhibit their work. So therefore we can see that there are those efforts. Even in Sirkal Avenue, there's the Gulf Photo Plus exhibition that takes place. And as I mentioned just now, the Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Bourash photography. So we can see that there are many activities and many efforts that are being made to support photography and photographers. And I feel this is, and I feel that the ministry do acknowledge that, and how we can support that with the best platform, with the best infrastructure, with the best connecting photographers with institutions, whether they are in the UAE or outside of the UAE. Well, the UAE, especially in terms of the fabric of Emirati talents that are in the UAE, of non-Emirati talents that are in UAE. And what you can see is also gallery owners who are not necessarily Emiratis exhibiting contemporary work of Emirati artists. And then what happens is how certain galleries take the Emirati artist from one level to another. And in the near or the future, you can see also how the work is exhibited in exhibitions or in museums, such as Sharjah Museum, such as the Louvre Abu Dhabi, in the future the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi. I feel we need to look at the journey of an Emirati artist as a global artist. The UAE represents more than just the Emiratis' work. It's the Emirati and the non-Emiratis that are in the UAE that are supporting the whole ecosystem of art. So from school, from graduations, from talents, from the gallery itself, from after that gallery, the exhibitions and the art fairs that they can be part of. And we can also see how the recent Dubai Art Fair supported the Emirati artist in certain wings at the art fair, and as well the Abu Dhabi art fair. So you can see that there are efforts from fairs, from galleries, from museums, that takes the Emirati arts not just as an Emirati art, but part of a bigger picture that represents the UAE. We launched the Zayed Gandhi exhibition. It was a digital exhibition, shows the story of both leaders, their parallel values, and what they share as leaders. It was all made digital, interactive in a way, to make also people understand who are they and what do they share, but in a kind of a totally different form, which is a digital form. Another also area that showcases the importance of digital is the work of the Ministry of Culture and Knowledge Development with the UNESCO and the Ministry of Culture in Iraq to rebuild the Nouri Mosque after the destruction of that mosque, which is an 800 years mosque, and reflects the spirit of Mosul. There was this urge of making sure how can we revive the spirit of Mosul by rebuilding the minaret that was the leaning minaret that was destroyed, and also the mosque itself, and also two churches around the same block. For us, it's still difficult to reach or to be in Mosul due to many reasons. Yet we went to Mosul, we saw the walls, we walked around them through virtual reality exhibition in Paris. And that by itself shows you how also technology supports you in not just preserving and promoting, but also supports you in understanding how can you work in a project that you can't reach, or how can you also provide solutions by rebuilding a replica of a 3D print, and then also allowing people who are experts in reconstructions to take it to the next level. So you look at, answering your questions, there's the digital kind of experience, whatever the exhibition it is, and then there's also the digital support that can technology help you with when you're on the verge of a big and strategic project such as rebuilding a Nouri Mosque. The Emirati cultural identity is something that we hold very dearly in our hearts, and you can't preserve it and you can't protect it without having it preserved with the best platform, with the best technology, and as well making sure that we are not just preserving it for the sake of preserving it, but also allowing it to be showcased for the future researchers or the future design work that can help with. So the ministry has been, working very closely with the Minister of Artificial Intelligence, and everyone should work very closely with him and with the mandate of artificial intelligence, because that's the future. We had Al Burda Festival last year, and in Al Burda Festival we wanted also to make sure that we ask instant questions to audience with regards to how to preserve Islamic art and culture. And there was this swarm technology of asking the question and getting the answers live, and helping also to, and when I say asking it instantly is also asking the experts. Therefore, you're using that technology to help you also build a database that helps us to take it to the next level, to take what will make me support the Islamic art and cultural scene and provide you with the support that's required. So you're looking at documentations, you're looking at solutions, you're looking at predictions as well. How can we predict the future through the AI technology? I would like to tell them, keep up doing what you're doing. You're the future. Whatever you're going to express, or whatever message you're going to express, and whatever form will it be, I hope it will be for noble reasons, and I hope it will be for also fun reasons. And let's always not forget our culture and identity.